All right, guys, welcome back. Episode 2 of Social Soapbox. Today, topic is Drew Brees.
Boo! Drew Brees with the Chargers. Boo!
A lot of you may not know who Drew Brees is, but I'm going to fill you in who is Drew Brees. Drew Brees is a quarterback that currently plays for the New Orleans Saints. He stands about this high. He's very good, number 9. Came straight out of Purdue. Man, he's a solid stud. But we've been getting a lot of riffraff, a lot of comments, a lot of posts about Drew Brees being the GOAT. And do I feel like he's the GOAT? No. Here's my reasons why. A lot of you don't know that Drew Brees actually played for the San Diego Chargers first. I know this generation, everybody just kind of like prisoners of the moment. But like I mentioned, he was a straight stud coming out of Purdue. He was actually the second quarterback overall taken in that draft. Think behind Michael Vick, who's probably like maybe an inch or two, 50 miles per hour faster than him. During his time in San Diego, I mean, don't get me wrong, he kind of straddled the fence, making one Pro Bowl, but into his defense, he was behind the GOAT in the AFC, which was ran by Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. Then they shipped his ass off to Who Dat Nation. So this is the part where I actually have to be nice and meditate and give Drew Brees some praise. His career skyrocketed when he went to New Orleans. I'm just saying, right now, he's the current leader in passing yards, touchdowns. He had 7 winning seasons out of 14 seasons. Not going to hold that against him, But he did pioneer a Super Bowl team during the most critical time in U.S. history, which was Hurricane Katrina. Just to be that resilient during that time of losing, friends, family, houses being flooded, and to maintain a fan base during that era was just remarkable. And he gave them a sign of life. I must admit, Drew Brees, class act guy. Never heard anything negative about him. Teammates never really threw him under the bus. It was great. And not to mention that he turned some careers around, like Ted Ginn Jr. Everybody hated Ted Ginn Jr. in Carolina. They was like, oh, he can't catch the ball. Not one complaint in New Orleans. Marcus Costa. Face off the planet, but he was a beast when he was there. And now he got, what's the kid name? Michael Thomas. Good God almighty. This guy went from, looking bad in training camp to dropping the ball to this man, number 1 receiver in the league. Bro is on history to probably be in the top 100 of all-time NFL players if he keep going at the rate he's going. And who's responsible for that? But not to be so critical on him, but this is the hard part that I hate about this segment. Drew Brees, to me personally, is probably one of the, if not the biggest career underachievers in the playoff as a top 5 quarterback of all time. Seriously. This box of dirty rice has seen more postseason action than Drew Brees. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I love Drew Brees, and I'm a realist to it. But besides that Super Bowl year, the guy's just either going 0-1 or 1-1 in those playoffs. And a lot of times when he does that, he's in that wild card position, or he's the division leader in the 3 and 4 spot, and he gets to that conference finals, and And don't get me wrong, it's the NFC. In the AFC every year, I think it was for 15 years straight. It was always either Brady, Peyton Manning, or the great Big Ben in the AFC. But each year in the NFC, that shit was up for grabs. And it was and I sit here and think, it was during Drew Brees' tenure, who was the toughest teams that he had to go against? And I don't really see any of those teams, especially while he was in New Orleans, that he couldn't have beat. Now, Yes, I know you all are going to mention about last year how they got cheated by the Rams. Yeah, granted, he did get cheated by the Rams in the playoffs. NFL dropped the ball on that one. I'm sorry. And I honestly feel like if he would have went to the Super Bowl, he probably would have beat Tom Brady. But we don't know that. Because you know why? They gave him the opportunity to win the game against the Rams, and he lost it. I'm here to say this. Drew Brees, great quarterback, great story, even better guy. But the GOAT, no. My personal opinion, he's maybe number 4, maybe number 5, top 5 quarterbacks of all time due to his ability to throw the ball, passing records, and all the other stuff. If he peel off a championship this year, he might solidify number 4, but no more than that. He would never be the GOAT.